Hello everyone. In the last video, we had discussed some important terminologies like genes, alleles, dominant and recessive genes, phenotype, genotypes, filial generation 1 and second filial generation, etc. This is very important terms in order to understand hereditary. Today, we are going to study Mendel's law of inheritance. We will study how Mendel summarized complex process of heredity by working at the garden pea. As we already know, Mendel performed many experiments on the garden pea to explain hereditary work. So let us now see what was Mendel experiment on the pea plant, and let us first study his first law of inheritance, that is called law of dominance. Mendel started with pure breed plants and they were called parental generation or pea generation. And their pure breeds were tall pea plant and short pea plant, as you can see in this figure. Mendel has done monohybrid cross. It means he has taken only one trait, that is the height of the plant, for the experiment. Here you can notice that for the tall plant, the alleles of the gene are represented by capital T and the alleles of the short plant are represented by double small t. Mendel suggested that these alleles of the tall and short plant genes will be separated at gamete formation. When the mating of this tall and short plant has taken place, the offspring produced are all tall. This offspring produced are called F1 generation offspring. You can see here that the offspring produced in the F1 generation have the phenotype tall, means all plants were tall, and their genotypes are capital T, small t. So we may wonder, where does the other trait of short height plant gone? Mendel performed the self pollination of plants of F1 generation. And what he observed in the next generation? Mendel noticed that the offspring produced in the next generation, that is called F2 generation or second filial generation, are of both the type, that is tall and short. These tall and short ratio was 3 is to 1. Out of 4 plant, 3 were tall and 1 was short. So the phenotype of F2 generation is in the ratio of 3 is to 1. 3 tall plant and 1 short plant. While the genotype is in the ratio of 1 is to 2 is to 1. Here you will see that one plant is having the genotype capital double T. The other two plant is having the genotype capital T small t, and the plant which is having a short side is having the genotype small double t. It means the genes of the short plant was present in F1 generation, but it was not being expressed, and as a result we had not got any of the short plant. The gene which is not being expressed is called as recessive gene. While the gene of tall plant is being expressed and therefore it is called as dominant gene. In the F2 generation, both the traits, that is short and the tall plant, was expressed. Two copies of the trait are inherited in each sexually reproducing organism. Capital double T and capital T small t, as you can see here in this figure, are phenotypically tall plants, whereas small double t is short plant. It means for a plant to be tall, the single copy of capital T is also enough. So now we can conclude the Mendel's law of dominance. According to that, when parents with pure contrasting traits are crossed together, only one form of trait appears in the next generation. The hybrid offspring will exhibit only the dominant trait in the phenotype. This is law of dominance and it is called as first law of inheritance. You can go through this table once again and try to understand Mendel's law of dominance. Let us now understand the Mendel next law called as Mendel law of segregation. Here the word segregation means separate. Let us understand with the Mendel's pea plant experiment. Let us take the example where he has crossed tall and short plant. If you will see, the alleles of the genes for tall plant is capital double T and the alleles for the short plant is small double t. When the Mendel crossbreed the tall and short plant, the alleles of the gene separated. You can see here the gamete capital T and small t. These gametes, when combined together, they produces the offspring of the type capital T small t, and all the progeny obtained in the F1 generation were tall. So we can say that in the F1 generation, two copies of the traits are inherited. Here, capital T, small t are phenotypically tall plants, and for a plant to be tall, the single copy of T is also enough. Therefore, in this trait of capital T, small t, capital T are dominant traits while small t are recessive traits. This is known as the law of segregation. Let us now understand the Mendel law of inheritance called law of independent assortment. Here the word independent assortment means independent means on its own and assortment means segregation. Mendel suggested that when the alleles of the genes are assorted during the sexual reproduction, they do not follow any pattern, they randomly assorted and undergo various recombination. This can be explained by taking the example of Mendel experiment on the pea plant in which he has taken two characters of the pea plant. As you can see in this figure, Mendel took pea plant with two contrasting characters, that is, yellow plant with round seed and green plant with wrinkled seed. When this parental generation plant were crossbreed, you can see here the gametes are of the type capital R and Y of one parent and of the other it is small r and y. When they were crossbreed, the F1 generation offspring obtained was of the type round and yellow, thus stating that round and yellow seeds are dominant trait, having the genotype capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. Mendel then allowed the F1 progeny to be self crossed or self pollinated to obtain the F2 progeny. Here, through this checkered board, you can easily see the F1 progeny gametes of the type of one parent is crossing over with the gametes of the other parent, and as a result we are getting the F2 generation progeny. Here you will find that some seeds were round and of yellow type, some are of round and green type, some are wrinkled and yellow, and some were green and wrinkled. The ratio of the plant with all these characteristics given is 9 is to 3 is to 3 is to 1. As Mendel assumed that round and the yellow colored characters were dominant in the F1 generation, and the wrinkled and the green color plants were the recessive one. But in the F2 generation, since all the four characters were assorted out independently of the others, he said that a pair of alternating or contrasting characters behave independently of the other pair. That is, seed color is independent of seed coat. This is known as law of independent assortment. Through this law and this experiment, Mendel tried to prove that genes are independently assorted. Students, you know the meaning of independent assortment. During the assortment that is taking place during the gamete formation in reproduction process, these genes do not follow any pattern but they are randomly assorted. They are never dependent on their homozygous parents or heterozygous parent. Whatever the parents are, they will assort independently and will give rise to different types of progenies. You can understand the Mendel law of independent assortment by taking the example of yourself. You will notice the various traits or characters of yourself inherited from your parents. Some of the characters you have inherited from your father, and some of the characters you have inherited from your mother. It will be never like that you have inherited all the characters from your father or all the characters from your mother. And similar will be the case of your brother and sister. That is why, even you have taken birth from the same parent, you and your brother or sister will look differently because of independent assortment of the genes, which is giving rise to different types of progenies. Students, here I will be explaining you how the self-pollination of F1 generation progenies having the phenotype round and yellow colored seed and genotype capital R, capital Y, small y is undergoing and producing different types of progenies of F2 generation. You can see in this checkered board, the encircled part are the gametes of F1 generation. The one which is lying above the checkered board is of one parent and of the other parent is lying on the side wise. The gametes are having the alleles of the gene of both the characters capital R, capital Y, small r, capital Y, capital R, small y, and small r, small y. Same you will find on the side gametes of the other parent. You are aware of this that the alleles of the genes will assort during the reproduction. As a result, we are getting one copy of each trait. Now, this will undergo recombination and will produce different types of progenies of F2 generation. Let us see how. The gamete having the genotype capital R and Y combines with the other gamete of capital R and Y will produce the progeny double capital R and double capital Y type of progeny. You can see here the encircled part. Similarly, you will see that the gamete capital R capital Y will combine with the small r capital Y and will form the progeny having the genotype capital R small r and double capital Y, producing the progeny of yellow color and round seed. This will continues and so number of progenies will be formed. Children, I will ask you to make this checkered board in your copy and practice this how the crossing over is been taking place. I had tried to explain you the law of inheritance by Mendel, but go through the book reading in order to understand it better. Thank you and take care of yourself till we meet in the next video.